Hello Internet! I decided to do a quick little video today just to hopefully give you all a bit of amusement where I will go over, 10 badass Viking nicknames. Vikings, as you know, were really good about giving themselves nicknames or being given nicknames whenever they had done something. None of these are super, it's not perhaps the best Vikings, but it's some of those who has, in my opinion, the funniest names. None of the pictures I'm using are actually depicting the actual characters, since, Vikings, not that many photographs of them, and most of them are really just names from the sagas. But anyway, enjoy. Number 1, Sigurd Worm in the Eye. Now, we've been over Sigurd before. He was the son of Ragnar Lothbrok. He was a Danish king of at least part of the old Danish land, a very successful Viking, and the ancestor of the modern Danish royal house. However, his name alone is absolutely amazing. The legends are that when he was born, one of his eyes formed a Ouroboros, a snake biting its own tail. But leaving everything else aside, just walking around with a Sigurd Worm in the Eye name would at least be a conversation starter, I would think. Number 2, Halfdan the Generous but Stingy with Food. Now, Halfdan was a king in Westfold in Norway, and he was apparently very generous with gift to his men and their pay, but at the same time fed them very badly. Now, generally, getting something positive and something negative in your nickname is not necessarily a bad thing, but Halfdan the Generous and Stingy with Food, well, might be a too long to, really enjoy. Number 3, Olvir, the Friend of Children. Icelandic Viking that got the nickname Friend of Children, which sounds very nice, because, to quote, unlike his neighbors, he did not use his spear to remove children from his property. Low bar indeed on Iceland if you wanted to have a kid-friendly moniker. Number 4, Kolbein Butterpenis. Name mentioned in the sagas, there is no surviving explanation for his particular nickname, and to be perfectly honest, I am not sure I particularly want to know the explanation either. Number 5, Asni Shipchest, a female Viking, or at least a female northerner. Now, this refers basically to the fact that she apparently had a very large, chest. Viking women were known for being busty, so Asni's breasts must have been a fairly impressive sight. Number 6, Buttsex Bjarni. Again, name from the sagas, no explanation given for his name, and in this case I would just say none needed either, unless he was one of those who primarily dealt with some of the holy virgins who could still apparently engage in anal. Yeah, I don't think I want to know more. Number 7, Sven the Victorious. Not a too abnormal name, I would appear, except for the fact that he appears in only one story in the saga of Hrock the Black, and basically that's only for a line or two while Hrock kills him in a duel. So, yeah, victorious perhaps, but not really proved, I would say. Number 8, Harald Fairhair. He was king of Norway, all of Norway. In fact, he used just to be king of Westfold, but he swore he would not shave or bathe until his conquest of all of Norway was complete. That took 6 years, and they still called him Fairhair. That must have been some good genetics. Since he wouldn't bathe either, I would advise you, though, if you were ever to time travel, not to stand downwind of the prospective king until his conquest was complete. Number 9, Eric the Blood Axe, son of the previously mentioned Harold, king in Norway and later in Northumbria in Britain. Honestly, a fairly typical Viking leader with a fairly typical fate, somewhat successful, then lost a battle and was killed by his successor. That name, though, Eric the Blood Axe. Yeah, run away. Number 10, Thorfinn Skull Splitter, an Earl of Orkney, and seemed to have lived a long and successful life and died in bed of illness rather than manly on the field of battle. But then again, what would you expect from a skull splitter? Hardly a man to be known for losing a fight. Well, that's it. A little quick, dirty, and hopefully fun video about Vikings and their weird nicknames. I hope this amused you, and I will be back sometime later, perhaps, with a bit more if these seems to be popular. Until then, I have been the Sage, and I wish you all a very happy day.